Right, so I just got another broken charger tip, all right, out of this Lenovo IdeaPad s340. So the charger was plugged in. I don't know how they broke it off, but it was broken off like this. And the way I removed it, it's kind of difficult because this one broke to the point where the metal piece was sticking all the way up. The reason why I'm not putting it back in to show it is it was actually very difficult to remove. Basically, I used a needle that's bent like this, all right? If you're wondering how you bend a needle like this, you need these kinds of needles, the ones that are meant to kind of, I think it's for like holding clothes together for sewing or stitching or something. But on this charger tip, these outer edges, or if I show you the other end, it actually expands or extends out. So let me see if I can somehow get a better focus on this. Okay, it's hard to see, but as you can see towards the sides, it has a little hole there. So basically in the middle where the metal pin points up, so let me show you on this new one that they have. Oh, you can see it much clearer. So in the middle, there's basically the pin that's going up, and then because the way it broke, it was flush with that metal pin. I had to use this needle like this, where it's bent, to get in that hole, and then I can like use that to kind of use that to poke it into the side of this material. The problem with that is as you do that, it spins the thing around, so it's hard to grip. But basically what I did is I twisted this to where the needle pokes into the side and slightly pulled up as I spun it around, and that spinning motion basically spun it, and while I'm twisting it, it makes the friction for pulling it out a lot less, so it allows it to slowly slip and go upwards. Once you get that, you can use either a good size screw. Screws don't work as well, but what I used is they have this micro grab it thing, which is a screw extractor. And the reason this works better is because of how quickly it tapers here. You might be able to do it with a screw, but it tapers quickly and the threads are small. So what you do is you twist this counterclockwise into this piece. Let me actually put my camera up so I can hold it better and show you guys. All right, give me a second. Let me zoom in here so you can see better. All right, so the way this works is you have this piece, hopefully it will focus there, all right? And then as you twist this counterclockwise, the teeth grab into it, and as you can see, it's just spinning this, and then you can actually pull it out. So you can see when you twist clockwise, it comes out easily. And then as you twist counterclockwise, you can see I'm pulling this, and it's holding pretty strong. It does come out if you pull too hard. So the best way is you keep rotating it as you pull it. Same thing, so that there's less friction. So as you can see, if I hold it like this, it's easier to kind of hold on to it. But if I twist this and I pull it, it slips out. And that's how I remove this. The hardest part again is the initial removal because of so as I twist this more counterclockwise, it grips even stronger. The problem is in the screw port, it's like loose like this, so you can see it's like it's a little bit more difficult to kind of get this to grip or to grab for the teeth to bite. But yeah, the hard part is, let me see if I can mimic it. If I were to get like a small screwdriver, probably like somewhat of a bigger size, so maybe like that. Nope, that's way too big. Okay, so it has like a maybe 5mm or so shaft that goes through. So basically you'd have like something like this, okay, but it would be round there, and that's the hard part of getting that off. So I'd have to go in there and try and like get in that little gap and then push it while I kind of pried it up like that. And then once you get it out enough, this won't work as well because it's such a tight fit, but basically you twist it backwards and you can grab it. So basically once you get it like this, you can see I pulled it out a little, so you can see now the plastic is all above. Then you can twist that in and you can pull that out. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video will help some people removing these broken charge tips. It is a pain. It did take me quite a while to get a good grip of it. And you want to be patient, because if you just pull it up a tiny bit and then you go and try and use this, there's a good chance you might push it back down, and then you're going to have to do it all over again. So you want to be patient. Make sure you pulled enough of the plastic part up for the extractor to pull it out. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can find and learn how to fix these kinds of issues. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. I forgot to mention, of course I'm going to put a link in the description as well as a comment to where you can get this. These are pretty expensive, so if your only use is to remove the charge port, maybe you might not feel it's worth it. But this is useful also for removing stripped screws. So if you ended up accidentally using the wrong screwdriver, or you somehow didn't put enough pressure and the screwdriver stripped out the top of the screw so that you can't undo it anymore. For laptops, this small one is very useful. Again, this is a specific one. It's a micro grab it, not the larger one. So they have a larger one that I also bought, but it's meant for like giant screws. This one actually will get most of the job done. Even with this larger one, you can use for a lot of screws that you would have lying around that might have gotten stripped out. So yeah, these are very useful. And then there is one other method if for some reason you can't get it out with this. Basically what you do, I don't have their original broken charger, but you can wrap tape around this, all right, so that it's just barely sticking up, maybe like a millimeter or so, and that way when you go to plug it in, it will actually go around the broken piece. If you can get it, you might have to kind of wiggle it a little, but you can get it to go in around the broken piece. And if you can get that working right, what you can do is you can put a tiny bit of super glue or something on the inside edge of the tape, but not at, you don't want to put it near the tip of the tape. You want to put it more like at the lower base, like right where it's meeting the broken part, but just a little, because if you put too much, when you push this in, the glue will kind of smudge out or spread outward, and then it can actually get into the outer part of the plug, or it can even go just into that center golden tip that sticks into here. And you don't want that. You just want the glue to stay on the edge in between here. And if you put the tape, of course, it can go outside a little bit. So when you push this, it can flow out. But you don't want to put too much. So put very little glue, like maybe even less than a drop. You're just kind of putting a little bit of glue residue around. And then when you push it in, give it a good, usually it takes about 30 seconds or so for super glue. But if you're using something else, leave it there as long as it takes to harden. You don't want to keep spinning it around or anything. Once the glue sets, you should be able to pull it out. But again, this method is the safest way, because if you do end up getting glue inside the charge port, you're going to screw it up. Then you're going to have to most likely replace the charge port, and then you're going to have to, I mean, the broken one's already going to be broken, so yeah. But hopefully that helps. Again, I will put a link to these in the comments and the description below. You can also try using a wood screw, which sometimes will work, but again, the way this is shaped, it helps grab it a lot better. Okay, so yeah, you could use a screw as well. Instead of twisting it clockwise, you twist it clockwise so that the teeth of the screw grab into this piece, and then you can pull it out. If you already put glue in your charge port and got it stuck in there, I'm sorry to say, but you're most likely going to have to just replace your whole charge port. You're going to have to take the computer apart, because this piece is going to be glued in there and you're not going to be able to get that out. Alright, but anyways, hopefully this video helped. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.